You wake before the city is fully alive, not because of noise, not because of fear, but because the heat is already sitting in the room. The morning feels strangely clean, too clean. Light leaks softly through the paper screen, and for one small foolish second, the day feels ordinary. You lie still and listen. Somewhere outside, a bicycle passes. Wooden footsteps cross the street. A vendor calls out in the distance. A door slides open. Another closes. The world is so normal that your body almost relaxes back into the mat. But something keeps you awake. It is not a sound. It is not a smell. It is a pressure you cannot name. A tension so thin and invisible, it feels almost imagined, as if the air itself is waiting for permission to break. You sit up slowly. The room is already warm. Fabric clings slightly to your skin. Your mouth is dry. You rub your face and try to shake off the unease, telling yourself it is just another summer morning. Just another day in a city that has learned to live with war somewhere beyond the horizon. You stand. The floor gives a quiet creak beneath your feet. From the window, the street looks untouched. Neighbors move with the sleepy rhythm of routine. Someone adjusts a bundle. Someone sweeps dust from the doorway. A child lingers too long near a wall before being called inside. Nothing is wrong. That is what makes it worse. Because the morning is not chaotic. It is not screaming. It is not running. It is simply continuing with all the fragile confidence of people who still believe they have the rest of the day. You slide the window open, just enough to let the air in. Sunlight spills across the wood. The sky above the city is bright, wide, almost beautiful. No storm, no smoke, no warning worthy of fear. Only that same unbearable sense that the world is holding its breath. Then a sound crosses the sky. Not loud, not at first. A distant engine, high above, so far away it almost feels harmless. You lift your eyes, searching between rooftops, trying to place it, trying to decide whether it matters. Around you, life stutters, but does not stop. A few heads tilt upward, a few people hesitate, then continue. Because what else are people supposed to do with danger? They do not understand. The sound fades. For 1 second, maybe 2, there is nothing at all. And then the sky flashes. Not like lightning, not like fire, not like anything your mind knows how to measure. It is a white so violent, it does not seem to belong to the world. It does not illuminate the street. It erases it. Your eyes slam shut, but the light is already inside you. The room explodes. Wood cracks. Paper tears. The wall hits you before thought does. Air becomes force. Force becomes pain. The floor disappears. Dust fills your mouth. Something heavy crashes beside you. Somewhere nearby, glass bursts like rain made of knives. You do not know how long you stay there. A breath, 10 breaths, 10 breaths, a lifetime folded into one stunned silence. When you open your eyes, the room is no longer a room. It is splintered wood, broken beams, drifting ash, and light pouring through places where the walls used to be. The city outside has changed shape. The street is there, but wrong. Bent, open, pain, wounded. You try to stand and nearly fall. Your ears ring so hard the world feels distant, as if everything has been pushed underwater. Your hands shake. Dust coats your skin. The air is hotter now, thicker, carrying a smell you cannot understand yet. The smell of burning that does not belong to one house or one street, but to everything. You step forward through the wreckage and look outside. People are moving, but not like people move in ordinary panic. They drift, stumble, bite, reach. Their clothes hang torn from them. Their faces are empty with shock, as if the blast destroyed recognition before it destroyed the city. Some are calling for someone. Some are too stunned to speak. Some are already learning that there will be no answer. You look down the road and realize the morning is gone. Not ended, removed. Buildings you knew are broken open. Roofs, sag, flames begin in places too many and too far apart. Smoke climbs upward in dark pillars. The sky that looked so peaceful only moments ago now watches in silence, as if it has nothing to do with what it allowed. You call out for your mother, then louder, then again. Your voice sounds small against the ruin. You turn back toward the house, or what remains of it, heart pounding now with a fear more intimate than death itself. The city can burn later. History can happen later. All of that matters now is one voice answering yours. You climb over shattered wood, splinters biting into your palms, and find movement beneath the fallen frame. You drop beside it, hands trembling, breath breaking. You pull debris away piece by piece, too slowly, always too slowly, whispering that it is all right before you know whether it is true. She is alive, but the relief lasts less than a second, because alive is no longer the same thing as safe. Her breathing is shallow. Her face is gray with dust. Her eyes struggle to focus on yours. You try to lift the weight from her shoulder. Try to tell her to hold on. Try to sound like a person who still believes help exists. But already the street outside is filling with proof that help is smaller than this morning. You look around for water, for cloth, for anything. The ordinary objects of life are still here, but they belong to another world now. A cup, a basin, a folded garment, the remains of breakfast. All of it absurd, all of it useless against what has entered the city. Outside, the cries grow louder, not in one place, everywhere. A man runs past, holding his arm against his chest as if he can keep himself from falling apart by force alone. A woman stumbles with soot across her face, repeating a name again and again until the name becomes only sound. A child stands in the road, turning in circles, too shocked to choose a direction. You had thought the terror would be the blast, but the blast was only the door. What comes after is worse, because now the city has time to feel what has happened to it. You help your mother sit up as gently as you can. Her hand closes weakly around your wrist, even through the dust, even through the heat, even through the ringing in your ears. That touch cuts through everything. It is small, human, touch, shallow, fragile, and suddenly more unbearable than the ruined sky. You want to tell her this will pass. You want to promise that someone will come. You want to believe that the fires will stop at the next street, that the smoke will thin, that the day can still divide itself in two, before and after, and leave something intact on the other side. But the truth is already everywhere. The truth is in the burning roofs, in the broken bodies moving without direction, in the voices calling for people who will never answer, in the blackening air, in the sunlight that still falls over everything as if this were just another morning. You step back to the window again, though there is barely a wall left to frame it. The city stretches before you in flame and ruin, and for the first time you understand that some endings do not announce themselves like legends. They do not arrive with armies at the gate or trumpets in the square. Sometimes the end arrives in perfect weather. Sometimes it arrives in one flash. Sometimes it arrives so quickly that the world you knew is gone before your fear can even give it a name. And as the fires spread and the cries rise and the sky darkens over Hiroshima, you realize that history is not made of dates when you are inside. It is made of heat, of ash, of the hand you refuse to let go, of the terrible moment when morning keeps going even after the world has ended.